Yes, we're talking about Wonder Woman today, 1984. Oh man, 1984. What do you guys think about that trailer?
Fire. Because they already had the original. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. They already had the original trailer, which had nothing to show regards to the Cheetah character.
Mhm.
They just had her in human form. This new trailer has the Cheetah character, and to me, I think it's too much CGI to the point where it's too fast.
Okay.
And you can't recognize it.
I feel like it's a good trailer. It gave us a little bit. We have that one question of how is he alive? But if you haven't seen the trailer, I would implore you to go watch it. And yeah, so far it looks like it'll be a decent movie.
I think so. You know what? Hold on. Let's while we're talking about it, let's see if we can put this in here so people know what we're talking about. So, as soon as we go in, you know that we're going to go into Wonder Woman's world. We know that's happening. We're going to see some more Amazon women. That's definitely going to happen. The thing is, I don't think they're going to give that much attention to that. Which they should. They built this beautiful world in part one, but I really don't think it's going to get the love that it deserves. But it does move on to show that she definitely will be using her lasso. She's definitely going to be fighting a lot more. What else in this one that I could see from it? And there's going to be a lot of 80s jokes. The rest of it, I'm kind of clueless. But I do like this trailer versus the other clips and little teasers they've had. This trailer makes me want to see the movie.
Yes.
And what about you, Sailor? What was your reaction to the trailer?
Okay, so the woman that plays Cheetah,
Kristen.
she's my equivalent to Kerry Washington, the way she makes her face. So it just really bothers me watching the trailer because I can't get that, the time meme out of my head. Because that's exactly all I see when I watch it. It looks pretty cool, though. Remember, I'm a sucker for all that CGI stuff. So, yeah, I would definitely watch it. I liked the scenes when I saw the whole gold suit. I was like, oh my God, what is that?
She looks amazing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just wonder if Kristen Wiig is a good choice. Because have we really seen her do something like this before? I mean, can she fall into the whole Jamie Foxx's Electro trap? I mean, he did a great job. Will she do a good job? He's given us a lot more range than she has. So that's just one question. I wonder if it's going to be answered or not with this film.
I want to see more Amazons. They spent all this money on that world. Pedro Pascal. What I get from his character from the little teasers and the trailers is that he's going to do this. I'm going to give you power, some sort of biological experiment, and Cheetah is right for the picking. Almost like when they did Catwoman back in the day, not 1989. It was like early 90s.
Yeah, Batman Returns.
That was Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I'm a nerd. I'm a little love. I need love. Oh, now I have powers. I'm bad. And I hope they don't do that. I think they're going to do that. I don't want to see that. We've seen that before. That's my biggest fear of this whole movie.
That's why I said the Jamie Foxx Electro. Oh, now I'm not noticed. Now I'm noticed because I have powers. It's the same thing all over again. I wonder if she's going to be, the one to sell that role.
Is Cheetah a good villain? You like Electro. Why do you like Electro? I want to hear a Sailor.
You know why?
Because you love Jamie Foxx.
It's the underdog story. Like it's really, it was really butthurt. It was a really butthurt story. And for me to like characters, you gotta guilt trip me. You gotta make me pity and wish for better for you. And I feel like Electro tried his best up until the end. You know.
Aww.
I loved him.
So do you think?
Loved him?
So you think it was the character or the writing that basically made Jamie try his hardest to bring that character to life?
You have to say that again.
Okay, do you think that the character he played as Electro was kind of difficult for him to basically express more into the character?
Well, honestly, yeah. Like, if you grew up watching Jamie Foxx, like, you always see him as a man of, like, confidence or goofiness, and that was just, like, straight butthurt. I was like, oh my god, look at you. Yeah, look at you. You can do it. Wow. You know, I mean, for me, it let me see his range a little bit more compared to other shows, you know, like Ray. That was not.
Well, let me ask you guys this. What is your prediction of the Chris Pine character, Steve Trevor, in this? Why did they bring him back? Does it make sense, or will it throw everybody off?
I think it's going to throw everybody off.
Okay.
I think it makes sense.
But he's supposed to be dead. But wait, Sailor, you go first.
Yeah.
Before I
didn't say anything.
No, I want to get your opinion first before I say anything.
Oh, of the guy coming back?
The Steve Trevor character.
Well, honestly, let me tell you, I have not watched the last Wonder Woman movie.
Wow.
I have not finished Justice League. So I'm sitting here like, oh, wow, look at him. Wow, okay, I guess he's back now. So that was really what was going through my head. Because when he asked the question about the radar, I was like, why wouldn't you know what radar is? And then that's when it clicked in my head that he was the guy from the first movie. Right.
He's supposed to be long gone dead.
Exactly. So I'm sitting here like,
wait a minute. Wasn't there a reference to him in Justice League? Wasn't there like a line or two? So if this happened in the 80s and that's supposed to happen after the 80s, somebody messed up.
Well, it wasn't a reference. She talked about him. But I don't think it was anything more than that.
So that means he has to die in this one, or it really isn't him. It's some sort of, you know, like a clone or something.
oh,
Is that
snap.
possible?
What if someone's like trying to trick her because, you know, they know she likes him?
That would make more sense.
That'd be crazy.
Trying to find a weak spot. Yeah, I can go with that.
You know, script-wise, I'm like, well, I don't understand why they would do that. I know they want to do the love interest, but she could like anybody.
But
I mean, Patty Jenkins is the director. So what she did with the first one, with the first trailer, we got a lot more in the movie than what we saw. And with this being her third feature film, I am kind of expecting the same. Although, like I said, the only thing I'm wondering is if Kristen Wiig will have the chops to pull off Cheetah. Because, like the reference with Jamie Foxx, he has range. We've seen him in a lot of stuff. Kristen Wiig is that funny girl comedian, and she makes us laugh a lot.
But funny can do dark. Comedians are dark.
I just keep picturing that Kerry Washington face on her face because they do the same face.
Can you do the face?
I can't, y'all.
What's the face? Oh.
I can't do it. You know when they have the scrunched up, like, Kerry Washington's like, I'm about to cry, I'm disgusted face. And
like this?
This girl's confused. They're equivalent.
This one, right? Is that it?
Sure.
I tried. All right, what about, I know that she comes from the power of Zeus, but this fascination to make Wonder Woman fly, which is only but so many years old. So in this one, they have her connecting with thunderbolts to go through the sky. What do you guys think?
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. If I'm trying to fly, we gotta fly. You know?
As a fan of Wonder Woman, this new era of we gotta make her fly somehow. We gotta make her like Superman somehow. Man, I'd rather give her that invisible jet than make her fly.
Why? Why give her that and make her fly?
That makes more sense.
Never fly?
No.
Could Wonder Woman really never fly?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a new thing.
So there's this meme about Batman, right? And it was like Batman is like the one person that would make all his friends that can fly ride with him because he's butthurt.
Because he can't fly.
If you realize a lot of people in Justice League can fly, and he's
Right.
like, "Oh, we're riding together. We're all riding together. I can't fly. I can't fly."
see, Batman doesn't fly; he flies.
He's like, "I can't fly. All I can do is hang glide." Okay. So
Well,
we're riding.
do you know the original Superman did not fly?
Right. He could leap really tall,
Right.
jump really high.
So it was like a comic book battle thing where there were other superheroes that were able to do certain powers, and all of a sudden he can do that? Oh, Superman can do it too. Oh, he can do that? Oh, Superman. So this is why Superman has like all these powers. You never had that in the beginning. Yeah, random.
Yeah.
But you gotta let the kiddies know that Superman's a fake. I'm just saying.
Is he
What
really?
does any of this have to do with her swinging from lightning bolts? Because
Exactly.
Nothing. I think it was just as they kept trying to add stuff to her, that's what they did with Superman. But it didn't bother you at all? Thunderbolts were fine?
Oh. Yeah.
You're
That
easy to
made-
please.
It just made sense a little bit because she is the god. She was created by the gods. Think of her
Right.
as Hercules,
Exactly.
Mm,
Yeah.
and then they give her godlike weapons,
mm.
but she's made out. So of course, with her lasso, she could basically use it to use in any capacity. And
Well,
She
that's
helped
supposed to
her
be
with
to
that.
make people tell the truth.
Not
Well,
really.
Now,
It's more than that.
Yeah.
More than that. That's a part of it,
Take
but
to
the
it.
lasso chew
Yeah, I froze
has
it.
more power than that.
Yeah. They made her
And
into
I'm
like an
frozen.
Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
2 parts Batman, 3 parts Superman, then adds Indiana Jones. Come on, son. But since Sailor brought it up, let's switch gears to the Batman trailer. Did you guys see that?
yes.
And by the way, you guys could see these things on GEEKCASTER's Instagram.
stay up there.
So,
Yeah.
right from the beginning, they started out with some mystery, kind of scary, a guy with his face all taped up. Looks like it might be a politician, and someone's spreading their own version of justice. The beginning of this gives me hope because it reminds me of Detective Comics. Batman is a detective. This is the only part of Batman that has not been explored fully.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's actually a couple of things that haven't been explored, but I won't say it because I'm gonna write that script. But they definitely didn't explore the whole detective thing. But I do have a problem with him being around other people, like in the '60s version where he's like meeting up with the commissioner and communicating. I have an issue with that.
Why, Michael? Why do you have an issue with that?
Because if you're gonna try to expand the reality, but still try to make it real, you gotta add that, especially if you try to take away that, especially if you want to add the grit and like, oh, I want you to believe that Batman could be real. It's like, don't they know that that's Bruce Wayne? You could see it's his face, like it's part of his face, like he's there.
Michael, I don't want you to reveal all that.
It's the same reason people couldn't tell Superman, because he had the glasses. Once you took the glasses off, it's a completely different person. I look completely different without my glasses. So
let me
have
see.
A mask on.
Prove it. Yo, who's that guy? Wow, see? Yeah, that's right.
We all look like different people.
Right. Dayveonne looks the same though. You look different.
I like how y'all did that at the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe Except you, Michael. You're not a superhero then.
I know. Did you guys notice the owls reference? The Order of the Owls?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll add that in there? Or that was just a little thing to get fans excited?
Yeah, they have to. Because I will say this much. You know the character that was duct taping the other guy's face in the trailer?
Mm-hmm.
I want people from GEEKCASTER to realize, if you ever read or heard of the comic book or watched the animated movie Hush, that's who that guy is. He's Hush.
Do you think he'll be like the first character that he takes down? Like they're building up?
No, I really think he's going to be the major player.
Oh. But
it makes sense to me.
There's so much going on. Hold on a second. No, go ahead. I'm hold on a second.
I think Hush is going to be the major character, and I think all the other characters like Penguin that they just revealed, the Quarter Owls are going to be those sub-villains that, we hear about them, he's taking them out, or they're going to play some type of part into the story of Hush.
Okay. That's interesting.
What I think they could fix is stop introducing Batman villains and have them fight like one scene and then go away. I think if they intertwine them like throughout the whole film and give us like bits and pieces, I think that will work better. Like for me personally, I always wanted to see Scarecrow a little bit more than the 5 minutes we got in, I believe it was The Dark Knight. He was just in like a garage and he just vanishes. Like there's way more to Scarecrow than like a parking garage. So with them introducing all these villains, I think it'll tie into a completely different story and they can explore the villains a little bit more rather than have them check a box for 5 minutes. Here's a villain, Batman vanquishes. Here's a villain, Batman vanquishes. So it's interesting to see.
So I just posted while you were talking some of the cast. Now, we're going to have Batman, Catwoman, Riddler, and the Penguin.
Yeah, I was like,
Colin Farrell. Yeah, Colin Farrell is going to play Penguin. Paul Dano is going to play Riddler, and Zoe Kravitz is going to play Catwoman.
We love to see it. It's me. I got a Catwoman costume right here. Let's go.
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because will they give each of those characters the right amount of screen time, and are they going to do like, hey, we're going to join forces to outdo Batman, or are they going to do what Corey said, spread it out, intertwine, and try to force us to have a Batman 1, 2, and 3? Is this a way to trick us to do a trilogy?
And can we just talk about the elephant in the room for a second? I think Robert Pattinson makes a great young Batman. He sounds like Batman. He looks like a great young Bruce Wayne. I think this will be his show if they do continue on and he does like a trilogy or just more than one film. This would ease all the naysayers saying, "Oh, Twilight." He has more than just Twilight. Can we at least give him credit for being Cedric Diggory and Harry Potter? Like, the man can act. So just to see this show, a lot of films.
What are you trying to say, Corey?
You believe in him, do ya?
I do believe in him.
Wow.
And I'm glad that this trailer came out, and a lot of people are way more excited than just bashing him. And I'm even more excited.
I didn't like his character in Harry Potter. Love that. I don't like him.
I got some really
in Harry Potter, and I'm like, really? That's what you told me to reference? Really? No. But I watched all of Twilight. I was really pressed on it. You know, I do think he sounds like Batman. With a mask, I feel anyone can look like Batman. So really, it's up to his acting skills to prove this. Boom. That's really it for me.
Did you guys Did you look at the other actors on this?
Who's the other actor?
You got John Turturro, you got Andy Serkis, and then you got Jeffrey Wright.
Peter Skarsgård.
I mean, if it's all on the writer and the director at this point, because they have all the ingredients. It almost doesn't matter who's playing Batman. All the other ingredients is golden.
Right.
You know.
And here's
like,
another.
That's kind of like him doing it is really like all we have to like see and like base it on, for real.
But
Now, how do y'all feel about Commissioner Gordon being black? Would it be
Jeffrey Wright is amazing.
I was like,
Huh?
Jeffrey Wright is amazing. Can we not give him? That guy has range. He's been in way more movies than anyone realizes. But I digress. I was going to talk about the director for a second, Matt Reeves.
But we have to. But we had to mention the elephant in the room because of the fact that this is a different take and it's a good breath of fresh air. So I'm like kind of excited that they got a black guy playing Commissioner Gordon.
Well, is it a different take? We don't know yet. We don't know. We hope. That's what they're telling us. So we can buy into it, but I want to see it. But it looks great. Like Corey said, man, a lot of people turned off the Batman. They were like, I'm done. You can't do anything. This trailer turned it around. Whoever cut this, whoever edited this, yeah, keep them around.
Kudos.
Yeah.
Just as long as it's not Ben Affleck.
Look, the man Matt Reeves does dark films, and to do Batman, to make it even darker than than we can realize, I think it's going to be an eye opener and shocking to most people. Because this is the same director that did War for Planet of the Apes and the one before, I think Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and those were really dark. And he also did Cloverfield. So seeing with that filmography to make a dark Batman and have a black Commissioner Gordon, it's going to be so great with an all-star studded cast. I'm really, really excited for this movie.
DC, at this moment, I'm going to do something that I've never done before. Take my money!
Ben Affleck was not that bad, by the way.
Okay. I quit GEEKCASTer. I quit GEEKCASTer. I'm done. I'm signing off. I'm logging off.
Okay, put it this way. Was it the script or was it him?
I think it was
No, I will say this much. I'll give him credit as a good Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
But as the Batman, he sucked.
Well, that's the thing. To play Batman, you really have to be a really good Bruce Wayne. I think people think like, okay, if I'm just quiet and they got a stunt person to do the martial arts and boom, I'm Batman, anybody could fit the suit. Anybody could. I mean, but everybody can't be Bruce Wayne. And if you play Bruce Wayne as you play Batman, you stink. You missed it. Like, you should be able to be tricked. Like, just like with the taking off the glasses, it's not. You have to act like a totally different person, and that's what went wrong with the Superman reboot. Clark Kent was supposed to be an idiot, a fool. Like, even if you thought he looked like Superman, he can't be Superman because he's frail. He's an idiot. He's bumping into stuff. There's no way. Same thing with Batman. You know, here's a brawler.
Playboy.
Dark, right?
Can I hope I'm not the only one? But remember Into the Spider-Verse? Remember drunk Peter Parker falling over everywhere?
Yep.
He reminds me so much of Ben Affleck as Batman. Did anyone else see that? Or is that just me?
No, I can see it. Yes.
They drew him, actually. Yeah. It looks like they drew him. Yeah. You guys are so... I gotta hit him up. Like, Ben. you gotta do something.
Ben.
Oh,
you gotta figure out your super.
Before we run out of time, what do you guys think of this? With the Snyder cut, what if we see a totally different Bruce Wayne, totally different Batman? What if they cut out the Martha? Oh, Martha. You know, that whole thing.
Isn't it supposed to be 4 hours? I can't do 4 hours.
4 hours?
4 hours.
Wow.
I can't survive.
That's not
Too
cool.
much
When
CGI.
I'm going to movie theaters, how are they releasing these movies when I'm not going to a movie theater? When tickets are 15 cents, I'm tired. What do they think they're doing? What's going on right now, y'all?
I think
Well,
they said they're going to do like a max capacity of like less than 50%, so that way it's not a full theater. So, I mean, they're still working out the numbers, but
You going?
I would
No.
No.
I would with like triple mask.
No.
I'm wearing
I
3
don't
masks.
trust.
I gotta be by myself in the theater with nobody around.
Movie theaters transfer bed bugs, y'all. Like, I'm not catching corona at a movie theater because I wanted to watch a 15-cent movie because I didn't want to wait for it to come on. Like, they need to just release it on a really cool streaming network so we can all watch it and they can make that guap.
Well, the Snyder cut will be on HBO Max.
Boop. All right, there you
So-
go.
But Batman, the Batman might bring people to the theaters. I could see people saying, "Oh no, I'm watching this." Like if they release Star Wars, like another Star Wars, September 1st. You think people aren't gonna go?
People are gonna go Star Wars, but not Batman. As
Yes,
I told you, I have not watched any of the other DC movies leading up to
Maybe
anything.
not you.
So what makes you think?
I'm just saying, I was 5 years old when I saw the first Batman in theaters, and I've seen every other Batman movie in theaters, and that trend will continue for me. I will risk it all for Robert Pattinson.
I'm
Wow.
disgusted right now. I'm so sorry. That's your life.
By the
Now
way,
next year, I really think. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I really think. Yeah, I really think next year. I think people are going to start going to the theaters because there's some good movies coming out next year. Some top
I feel
potential
like
movies.
you control it. For real.
Mm.
Like, Mulan is supposed to be big, and that mess is on Disney Plus.
No,
Like,
no.
I just don't see Corona changing. And until, like, movie theaters really, really figure out how to make sure that is going to be on lock, I feel like a lot of film companies are going to be pushed to put their content on different types of ways to see people, like, or people are doing like drive-in theaters still, like right now. Some places are doing drive-in theaters, so I feel like that would be cool too.
Well, that's our review, folks.